The obsidian halls were unchanged. They always were. The plane of fire raged beyond the palace walls, rivers of magma carving glowing veins through mountains of black glass. Yet, within her domain, there was only stillness. Atlas found her where she always sat, upon her throne, watching, waiting, expecting. The ancient dragon did not even look up as he entered.
You are 6 days behind schedule.
It is good to see you too, Minerva.
It is actually 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 22 seconds. 6 days was simply more insulting.
You knew I was coming. He looked down and slowly up towards the dragon herself. Her scales were made of a vibrant black. The obsidian sheen glows as the flame reflects off of it. As now the Star Child has piqued her interest. This is when she finally opened but an eye to the cleric.
Star Child. I knew you would arrive before you decided to. It was expected.
Atlas had forgotten how much he hated that answer. Then I assume you know why I'm here.
To ask the same question you've asked every time. Whether there is hope.
Minerva slowly rose from her throne. The very chamber trembled.
Very well. Let us save some time.
Her claw reached forward, making contact with the marbled floor. The gleam of her obsidian scales reflected the light of the realm of fire. Atlas stood in patience as the claw traced a circle across the obsidian floor. And soon did numbers and runes appeared. Millions of them. Endless permutations spiraling outward. Probabilities, timelines, outcomes, wars, deaths, entire civilizations reduced to equations. Nothing more than numbers.
There. You see it. The resistance survives. The church survives. Odysthea burns. Niflheim fractures. The resistance fleeing. The sovereign overtaking what's left.
The runic symbols shifted.
Exactly as expected.
You sound pleased.
No. I sound correct. The death of the Pact Bringer, expected. The corruption of the Horned Archer, expected. The fracture of the houses, expected. The rise of the Titans, expected. The survival of the lost Radiance, unlikely. Expected.
So you've seen everything. Is that what you're trying to prove?
Everything? No, that would be impractical.
Her claw reached forward, tracing a strand. Within the millions of permutations among countless others, it traced a strand. One that followed others, converging ever so slightly, millions upon millions of possibilities, into one absolute.
I have calculated enough. The folly of the Trinity, the daybreak, the death of the girl thing you harbor.
She looks down, seeing the disdain in Atlas's eyes, glaring back at her evermore.
Oh, please. Like it was going to last. Is it her or me, pining for the seat of a dead king? Or going to die until they fix it? From one dying body to another and another, it's all the same, all expected. Plucking a variable from events hardly changes anything. Now it's just more difficult for you. You peons grabbing hold of anything you could regain what lost control you had. Amusing. Let's be honest. You barely know what you're doing, and don't expect the babbling brook to fix this either. She's only begun to scratch the surface of everything I've already allocated to an afterthought. You would know the feeling, would you not? Erasing a line from existence? What? You thought that what happened to the source wouldn't affect its constituents? Things will always proceed as they were, pieces that had already begun falling, up until it rests at its final spot, all the time. Expected.
Her claw traced until the strand that she followed ended. Every single one reaching that convergence. All of them ending. So the Sovereign wins.
Of course he does.
Atlas looks up, seeing, hearing. There was no malice in her voice, no fear, no concern, merely certainty. Then why are you helping me?
Helping? You continue to mistake observation for assistance.
So that's it. We lose.
Again, you misunderstand. Do your ears fail you too? Or is it only your allies? You lose, the world does not.
What's the difference?
The difference is scale. The first cycle believed itself eternal. It died. The second cycle believed itself eternal. It died. The third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and now the seventh stands before the abyss, convinced it is special.
She lowered her head until Atlas could see his reflection in her eyes.
It is not.
Then why fight? For a moment. Just a moment. Minerva seemed tired. Anciently tired. Her wings settled on its closed state as she lays on the throne once more, not unlike how Atlas saw her first.
Because you are mortal. And that is what mortals do. You love things that end. You protect things that break. You stand against the inevitable despite understanding it.
The obsidian dragon looks back at Atlas. The look in her eye almost sees the past and the future all together. Her claw reaches forward and tap onto his chest.
It is irrational. It is insufficient. And yet, it is beautiful.
And what of the end?
You mean the Apocrypha?
Tell me, please. Tell me what it is. The dragon turned towards the burning horizon beyond the palace.
The Apocrypha is not an is. It was. What you recognize as Old Testament. You just call it as such, for you barely comprehend its importance in existence. Back when the arcane was boundless, there was a king, in hopes of protecting those he holds dear. His civilization, his power, his people, he caused to collapse, the likes of which held the next world back a millennia of arcana, all for a grandeur display of his magnum opus. That was the day the goddess Mistral died, and all of magic was stunted. The Apocrypha is the magnum opus he so designed. along with all the magics that do the same. Scripts and testaments lost to existence, all because of one man. Man, as it always is, and always will be, as expected.
The flames outside the palace dimmed.
The Sovereign wields it, just as he did 7 years ago. Not stopped, merely delayed, which seems to be something you're rather proficient in.
And if he succeeds...
He will. And what should have happened 7 years ago will begin once more. Not as though it hasn't already begun. The Apocrypha Ruinica. An incantation the likes of which this world and all that came before and after will ever bear witness to. A threefold symphony that none will hear.
Each declaration landed like a funeral bell. As Atlas just grew tired. Tired of the heat. Tired of the standing. Tired of the fighting.
A caesura, an omnitet, and finally, a requiem.
And
then, primogenesis.
And in that moment, a rare thing happened. Minerva smiled. Not cruelly, but almost fondly. Like reminiscing on a memory long past.
He will return. He will make the table. He will push in the chairs. He will close the doors. He will turn off the lights. And somewhere, in the dark, a new world will begin, just as it always has.
You really think all this is pointless?
No. If it were pointless, I would not have bothered a single expectation to it.
She returned to her throne. Conversation concluded. Judgment delivered. And as Atlas turned to leave, her final words followed him through the obsidian halls.
He has already begun the spell's incantation. The Sovereign will succeed. Whether that means he wins remains to be seen.
Minerva, will you join us? At the end of the world,